So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
18 Gators. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 6. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, 51 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Ready?
So we come upon halftime with our score 14. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
You ready? Check, check. He's coming. He's coming. It's been a long day for you. Let go.
They're going to look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.